Welcome back. Now before we leave this room with all the stones in it, I just want to show you one more thing. You can actually click on the stones and see the symbols in more detail. If you click on them again, the stone pushes down. So obviously we need to push 5 of these stones in the correct order, but like I told you last time, we know only 4 of the symbols currently. There's a lot of them to choose from, so guessing the 5th symbol isn't really an option. So we'll leave that for what it is. At least now we know what the eyeballs are for. We need to find out the 5th animal symbol. Now in order to do that, we would either need to find the sound or the image of the 5th eyeball, which is in the water. So we can't get to it, so we can't hear the sound. We can't really look at it from the correct angle either. At least not from this island. This is a mystery that will have to be solved later. But at least now we know what we're looking for. Go back down here, we can lower this ladder. And get back to this side. Well, we've done everything we can on Village Island. So it is time to leave. There's actually 3 ways off Village Island. We can either go back with the maglev we used to get here, go back to Dome Island. We don't want to do that. We can take the maglev that's at the bottom of the Wark elevator that I pointed out earlier. We're not going to do that either. Now we are going this way. And here we can see what looks like a mine cart of some sort. And we pull this lever, take the minecart down. Well, let's hope this track is a bit safer than the one in Temple of Doom. 4th mode of transportation, by the way, minecars. It's not actually a minecart, I don't know what else to call it. Here we're underwater. Apparently whatever these rings are doing, they're keeping the water away. It's more of its strange behavior. Water in the Riven really doesn't make any sense. And we're back out the water, going to the 3rd island of Riven. This island is usually called Crater Island. Sometimes also called Laboratory Island or Bookmaking Island. These islands don't really have official names, so fans come up with their own names. Some names are more prevalent than others. And we have reached the end of the line. Please make sure you have all your belongings before leaving the train. There we are. So what is the purpose of this little car, one wonders? Well, apparently whatever's in the car gets deposited into this thing. We can see there's a huge pile of shredded wood next to it. So this is part of the bookmaking process that we saw earlier in one of the images in the rotating room. This machine shreds wood. The trees are chopped down on the Village Island, put into the mining car, then taken here and thrown into this machine, shredded. If I turn this here lever, we can once again use steam power to activate. Okay, I've lost the... I'm having some trouble getting in here, sorry. Okay, there we are. Now that I've... Come on. There we go. Turn on this machine. That doesn't actually serve any purpose, but, well, it's a nice attention to detail that you can actually do that. See how Gan makes books. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is with this thing. And we're going to need to give it power too, so let's now move the steam valve so that it redirects the power over there. Let's look at this. Seems there's water inside. It seems it's boiling. This is the pressure cooker that Gan uses as part of his paper making process. Because the water is boiling, this thing indicates here that the temperature is very high and we cannot actually get in. So let's see if we can do something about that. Turn this here handle and water stops boiling. And now we can get into the room, but, well, there's water in it. Can't really do anything. There's two more things that we need to do before we can actually get anywhere. That is, we need to get rid of the water, which we do by turning this wheel. And secondly, we need to raise the floor, which is done by this lever, but the lever doesn't work right now because the floor doesn't have power. We need to switch this, and now we can raise the floor. Okay. Before we move on, I want to explore around here a little bit more. Because you can actually go behind here, across this pipe. There's a ladder, but unfortunately this hatch here is closed. So we can't go there. So we'll have to find another way out. Before we do, I'm gonna switch this back to its original position because we'll need that later and I don't want to have to come back here. And now let's go into the water boiler. And because the floor is raised, we can now get to this ladder, and because the water is gone, we can go down. The water apparently has been evacuated through this really dark drainage tunnel. Must have been under a lot of pressure to get up this steep incline. And it comes out here. Nice view, but we didn't come here for the view. We came here to find our way around the island. Seems like not all of the water managed to make it all the way to sea. Some of it is still there. Okay, let's see where else we can go. We can go up here. And we end up at this balcony looking out at the lake. Notice how blue this lake is. I think it's because it's a volcanic lake. We can open this. Now we can get down that ladder we found earlier. It would be nice if we needed to get back there, but we don't. So I've already done everything we needed to do over there. So next time we will investigate the inside of this here building.